I've always viewed coaches and athletic staff as educators first, and it's very clear that in the educational environment, diversity and inclusion enriches the experience for everyone. It helps us challenge our stereotypes, helps us learn to communicate in different ways. It helps us to understand the interconnectedness of our world, which is really necessary now in this global environment that we live in. So I think it's really critical that higher education prioritizes diversity and inclusion work in everything that we do, and certainly that translates into what we do in athletics as a part of the educational mission. We have a new president here, Dr. Myra Hinton, who joined us this summer, and I think she has done outstanding work so far in really renewing the emphasis that Hollins has on inclusion and diversity. In fact, we have this coming Friday our first ever Equity, Diversity, and Justice Day, where all the classes are canceled and all of our students and staff and faculty are invited to participate in a number of sessions to examine our history and our legacy and how Hollins came to be. We're really looking and reflecting upon things like our curriculum, and is our curriculum really inclusive? Things like the names of our buildings, and who are these buildings on this campus named for, and what does that mean? What does that signal to our students, and what should we do about it? So I'm really proud of the work that Hollins is doing around that. We are about to hire a new director of the Inclusion and Diversity Office, and though we've had a person in that position before, the position has been somewhat restructured and I would say enhanced under Dr. Hinton's leadership. So I really expect that that person, once they're on board, probably in the spring, will be able to do a lot to help us really look at ways to help our staff and students develop their thinking around the topics of inclusion and diversity, and to really help us work towards having more diversity on our staff and faculty. I think that's a critical role that the institution and our department plays to try to have diversity in our employees, because we need for our students to learn from different types of leadership styles and to have role models that mean something to them. So I'm excited about where Hollins is right now around these topics. I just think it's so important for everyone, and certainly students here at Hollins, to be open to the conversations. I think so often, because the conversations can be difficult, they can be emotional, they can feel just difficult. I think sometimes people are afraid to have the conversation. So I know that racial injustice and discrimination are real, and I think the first step that we all need to take is to acknowledge that to one another. So I would just encourage all students to, be open to the conversation, not put our head in the sands and think that because we've had some training or we think we're, progressive around these issues that we don't have more to learn. I think we all always have more to learn about working with other people and trying to have some empathy and understanding for where they've come from and their perspective. So I would just urge everybody to give grace and empathy to one another in the conversations, and understand that while they are difficult, it's really critical in terms of our growth.